All right, man. Let's talk about Shakur Stevenson. They announced that he'd be fighting Robertson Conceicao, former opponent Oscar Valdez. A lot of people thought he defeated Oscar Valdez when they fought. I didn't watch the fight based on the principle, and guess I'll go back and watch it now based on the principle that Valdez was still allowed to fight, even though he popped hot in that fight. So I ain't agree with it. I understand they was on Indian ground, and obviously they got their own pair of rules and sanctions and all that type of stuff when you go on Indian ground. So let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Also, he's been taking some criticism on social media about his opponent choice. Especially when you go to the rumors about a man and vet that, then you turn around and you fight this guy, and he only lost once. But I just honestly, just hearing from people and all that stuff, I don't think this is a good matchup. They should have put him in there versus a banger. Um, you know, so this might, but I look like he kind of offensive too. I might have seen him fight before, but gold medal winner. But like I said before, man, they got to match Shakur Stevenson up against offensive fighters, and it might be a trap fight. He looked a little bit awkward, in my opinion. Yeah, he looked a little awkward. Kind of just seeing got some highlights of him, a little bit awkward. So, I just think Shakur Stevenson one of them dudes where you gotta match the right way, and that's my opinion. You gotta match him the right way. You want to match him against offensive fighters, front foot fighters. You put him in there with boxers. You work with Jamil Herring, but you want to keep that Jamil Herring momentum going into you know you want to keep that going into the Valdez momentum. Then you want to carry that into another fight. So we could talk about who he should have fought, who he didn't fight, who he would have should have fought, and obviously Colbert lost, so I don't think they was gonna ever make that fight, regardless if Colbert got a title or not. Obviously people talking about Devin Haney, they are ways away from making that fight. Trust me, Kenichi Guava lost. Joe Cordina, I don't know how quick they could have organized the fight. The dude who beat Kenichi Guava for the IBF title. Roger Gutierrez, they fear he got to fight Hector Luis Garcia. He holds the WBA. They be fighting for WBA, which most people thought Colbert should have won the fight, but got punked by Hector Luis Garcia. So, you started to go through just several just different names of what you can get out that division. It ain't really nothing there. I like the Kenichi Guava fight because he can punch, but obviously he got slept, and come on, that's a wrap. Juno Carroll still rising. O'Sheik Foster, I think a lot of fans, hardcore fans, want to get around the O'Sheik Foster fight, Albert Bell fight. He left Top Rank. This should let you everything you need to know. Obviously, he's not taking on what's my man's name? Roberzio Ramirez, the Cuban cat. He ain't taking on him. He said he don't want to fight him. So just continue to look on. It's just really not nothing there. So he was better off entering the world of moving up in weight. That's my opinion. I think he was better off moving up. That's my opinion. Um, you know, he was better off moving up in weight and starting to look. But then again, then you would have started getting the fans that was talking about you know how he should get in there with Devin Haney and all that. So I don't know if Top Rank wants to do that. So but so I don't know. But this dude, Shakur Stevenson, one of them dudes where Shakur Stevenson, one of them dudes where you gotta match him the right way. You gotta match him the right way, So you gotta remember that. You gotta match the kid the right way. You gotta keep his momentum going. If you don't keep his momentum going, people gonna use entrance. He gotta be in there where you knocking out cats. We fighting dudes offensive that's gonna bring it out. If you don't fight, if you ain't fight nobody that's offensive, bro, it's just gonna be the point where you know it's gonna be a boring fight. It'll be a boring fight, and this dude better be offensive, dude. There ain't no point in putting him on TV. You gonna put him in there in fights like he was with Tuka Khan. It ain't no point you gonna put him in fights in there like he was in there versus the cop when he milled it in when the former cop hurt him and stuff of that nature. You got to keep him engaged, bro. They probably was better off allowing him to move up and weight. I don't know because if he ain't gonna, if he ain't gonna take on guys who go Sheik Foster, who gonna be rough and rugged, you know, he gonna take on dudes like him. We gotta see. We gotta see, but I mean, it's just heartbreaking when you in a situation where you going in a fight where he can be taking on somebody as Manuel Navetta and then turn around and fight a guy who the guy he beat. You know what I'm saying? So, but also the guy who beat him, who he beat Robson Conceicao and Oscar Valdez. Most people feel, and like I feel, that he had a competitive advantage, and a lot of people still said this Robson Conceicao dude, still won the fight. So I mean, there you go. So I mean, I just feel like it's a backwards move. Still, gold medal or not, bro. And boxing started off hot this year. You know what I'm saying? And now it's really starting to cool off. It started off real hot, real spicy. And now, you get to summer when they should have a premiere content in, and they don't. That this year, the middle of the year started off kind of slow. Then it got hot in the middle. Then it just died off. People got to the point. People saying this might be, the greatest year of boxing that we've seen in a long time, especially coming off the pandemic. And then you turn around and it halts. All them double and triple up weekends. When this is a good weekend, to double up with a bigger card, or put on a bigger card. So to me, it just don't make no sense. Honestly, to me, it don't make no sense, man. In the summer, ain't shit going on. Ain't nothing to watch on the tube. I know people out and about enjoying their weekend. Why not put the best fights on? But and once again, I think they fighting like September 23rd, so it's the day after summer end. I don't really get this. I don't really get the point of this fight, bro. To be honest, and I'm just being honest. I don't really get this is just an in-house fight. It's a stay busy fight. But Shakur Stevenson is going to be a superstar. You got to match him the correct way. But a lot of people saying he beat him. We'll see. To me, you had nothing to gain in this fight. It's nothing but risk. And then a fight ain't nothing, right? Be honest. This is how I love Shakur Stevenson, but I'm always gonna be objective. But a fight ain't nothing when somebody get in here and they taking up for their opponent. He said Robson is a solid fighter. He's an Olympic gold medalist and arguably beat Valdez before me, so he deserves a shot at these belts. Before anyway, oh yeah, you other fighters trying to try and fight each other and win, it'll get more eyes on you and put you in position to face the champion. I think he's talking about Sheik Foster, probably a couple other dudes. So like I said before, this to me in general, this ain't it. I'm sorry, this ain't it. But I get it. But if he want to be a superstar, they got to put him in there with the right style of fight. And that's not to say he can't beat every style. It's to say that he has to remain exciting. He has to remain exciting. He has to remain, engaging the fans and putting on the type of performance and the type of atmosphere he did against Valdez. Now you're not gonna always have the atmosphere, but you have to put on an offensive performance. So you got to get him in guys that's gonna come forward, guys that offensively gonna challenge him. Um, so that's it. That's it. But we're gonna have to, you know, have to put him in there with the right type of guys. So it's a solid fight, man. Like I said, I can't tell you too much about him, but we ain't living in a perfect world. He would have went over to UK and fought the old boy, but obviously, I mean, they didn't want to do that, and they probably need more time to recover. He want to enjoy his belt. He want to defend, and then down the road, get into it with Shakur Stevenson. I can't be mad at Joe Cordina, WBA tied up with obligations with Hector Luis Garcia and Roger Gutierrez. So I mean, just like boxing, just literally cooled off, and then watch they gonna pull the bullshit where it's gonna pick up in the summer. It's gonna pick up in the fall season. Where in the winter season when everybody got shit to do and watch their kids playing soccer, football, basketball, send their kids off to college and football kick off. Once football kick off, man, most people don't care about nothing else. That's the only thing that we itching for is for football to kick off. That's the only thing that we waiting on. So I mean, I'm gonna speak on that in depth tomorrow if I get a chance to go live, which I should. But I mean, I think people want to see a unification, but Cobra, also Cobra wouldn't have been able to unify anyway. People, I mean, like I said before, stay busy. Nervete, that was the best option, including the champions. Joe Cordina, he just got one by knockout. IBF at 130, he want to wait. So, people gonna criticize whatever, bro. It ain't his fault, bro. I think a lot of people would have liked to see O'Sheik Foster though. At least O'Sheik Foster, but like I said before, you got Derek James, you get your views up, you get your numbers up. So a lot of people want to see him, but people point out he had two losses in his career. He lost to Ronald Chania and he lost to Samuel Tai early in his career. But he been on the road six then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight fights, man, and he number one in the WBC. So real rough, rugged type of guy, but yeah, man, Shakur Stevenson, man, I'm definitely gonna watch him anytime you watch. It's like watching a movie. Um, so let me know what you girls and guys think. They always gonna criticize everything, anything you do. That's a part of the sport. So that's why it's called a spectator sport. Anytime you're in a spectator sport, you in a constructive criticism sport. So can't take it personal. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, future chance to get notifications. We go live, drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit my link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All that's inside the link tree, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, Anchor. Find me and support me on there. Appreciate the love, support. Check the Boxing News playlist out. Peace.